Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So the daily we did end up with another pin bar, pretty much another indecision bar, and the start of today has already hit the measured moves and targets, but we'll get to those now. And I think the key thing here is looking at the awesome oscillator. You can see how momentum is drying up. Okay, this is still driven by politics. We had a really good day of results coming out yesterday. I think it was just McDonald's that disappointed. And today we've got some big ones. We've got Microsoft coming out today. So, yeah, I think we should see some kind of a move driven by earnings today. But before we get on to the price action, I just want to highlight this on the daily. Okay, so this at the moment is a flag. So I'm really interested in this level here. That's the swing high. We haven't quite got there. We almost got there. And I think the level that we have tagged is pretty much the swing low here. Okay, and obviously we also still have this major area down the bottom here. So moving across quickly, there you can see our wedge forming. Okay, but I'm just going to tidy this up so we can just run through what's happened here. So we had this double top. Okay, and as I said yesterday, we hadn't tagged it yet, and that has tagged it now. Okay, so we have actually hit the measured move. The other thing to bear in mind is, as I said yesterday, I had a trade in that was long for the retest of this area here, which eventually happened, but not before stopping me out. So it stopped me out first and then went back and did it. So it's also a retest of the alligator. Okay, so there is a wedge, but there's also a head and shoulders here as well. So shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, so a break to the downside of this pattern at the moment is going to give us a fairly deep pullback. And if we just have a look at that on the daily, you'll see that would line up quite perfectly with the structure here. Okay, so that in itself would be a massive 400-point move. Okay, so I'm not entirely convinced that we're going to get that. I think this area here is going to offer us some resistance. Okay. Right, so you can see we've got a pin bar on the hour with this deviation from the alligator. That is a wise man number one potential entry. Your entry is above that pin bar. Okay, above the pin bar, and the stop is below this pin bar. And you see pretty much there's a wise man number one, and you can see it rallied. There's another wise man number one, and you can see it rallied. Although that one may have stressed you out a bit because it did come back down to test it. Okay, there's another wise man number one. There's another wise man number one. That's also a wise man number one. That's also a wise man number one. So is that actually. So is that. There's two there. Okay, so pretty much any pin bar that you see like that, that is deviation from the alligator, is classified as wise man number one entry. Okay, so at the moment I am expecting one of these two areas to offer support. So either this one here or 70 points further down is where I'm looking for support. Okay, if we're going to trade a wise man, we need to be on the break of the wise man. At the moment on the lower time frames, there is no signal for a long. We do have this inside bar, another inside bar engulfing, but that's still not an opportunity. We're going to need to be breaking above fractals, and those are the fractals we're looking to break. Okay, so in actual fact, these two levels are exactly what we're after. So a break of 26771 and a close. Remember, we need to have a close above there on the time frame you're trading. So if you're trading the 12, 10 or 15 minutes, then you need a close above 26771. That's going to give you a valid long entry. Otherwise, it's a close below 26732 is also a valid long entry. If we do get below here, I'm still of the opinion that 26662, and that's a number that has been pretty much well defended some time ago, and I expect it to be tested and more than likely defended again. Okay, just looking at the low time frames right now, we have trend line break there, we have another trend line break there. Okay, so I hope you can see that. So there's our trend line we've broken, and it's a retest. Then if I move that to the next fractal, that one is also a trend line break and retest. That one is also a break and a retest. Okay, that one is a break and a retest. So there's quite a bit going on at the moment. Nothing that is saying a confirmation just yet, but I am expecting this area to offer not resistance, but I'm expecting some buyers to step in here. Okay, and also just bear in mind this daily wedge here is pretty telling, and it's back in this area of resistance. Okay, look to the left, you can see, let's just delete the noise and you'll see what I'm talking about. Look to the left, look at all this resistance here. Look how the buyers came in off this level here before it broke through. So I am expecting that level to be defended. Okay, so for me it is long, either in this area or a little bit further down, depending what happens at the open, but that is the area that I'm looking for an entry. Okay, we also have some Brexit politics at the moment in Europe, so don't be too surprised if it drops a little. Okay, so let's just start with the ichimoku quickly, just to get a picture. So you can see, as I said yesterday, trend was pretty much to the upside. Well, overall trend down, but we're expecting a bit of a bounce with this crossover. We got the bounce back to the top of the cloud, back to the breakout. That's not the breakout we're looking for. We're looking for that breakout there. And the seller stepped in immediately and drove it down. Okay, so at this stage, we pretty much don't have an indication of Kijinsen over Tekinsen at the moment. Chiku span is through price as well. So that is, everything here is bearish, bounce off the cloud. It's very much bearish. Just the structure that I see here is a bit of a channel. So it's a big spike down and then a channel. So I'm looking for an area where it's going to find support. Okay, if we look at the 4 hour, not a pretty picture at all. Kijinsen was looking like it rolled over, rejected right off Tekinsen. Classic textbook move this. So we had a crossover, you're looking for an entry short, that was the entry short. And I think for me, the move is pretty much over at this stage. It was a nice 200-point move. Okay, so head and shoulders is still a worry, and it is a potential. But as I said, 26662 or 26660 is definitely an area where I expect the buyers to step in again. Okay, so moving on to the daily, we have a daily crossover, but now we also have a bit of diversions from Kijinsen and Tekinsen. Chiku span is through price now. So that's bullish, this is bullish. Chiku span is not bullish, that's bearish. So there's no real clear signal at the moment. The fact that we've moved closer to Kijinsen and Tekinsen is, for me, a pretty good signal. And also, you look here, we're coming close to the cloud. Okay, this is definitely an area for a long for me. And what I'm looking for is price action. It's only a 211-point stop loss, so it's not too bad. But what I'll be looking for is price action on a lower time frame, 30 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm looking for some form of price action down here at 26660, or alternatively right where we are now. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for is pretty much, oops, wrong one. I could actually use that as well, but I'm looking for a wise man number 1 entry, and I'll be looking for it on the 12 minutes. Okay, so in other words, I'm looking for a pin bar like this with deviation from the alligator. Anything with a reasonably long tail to the downside is classified as a wise man number 1. Okay, you can see there was one as well, but that failed. Nothing really else here at the moment. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a wise man entry on the Bill Williams, well, and I'm looking for that on the 12 minute. Okay, so at this stage, there could be a bit of a triangle brewing, which is more than likely what's going to happen here. A bit of a triangle, and the break of that triangle is going to be the height of it. Which gives us 2665. And if I do it from the top there, 26685. So this 266 or 2666, sorry, 2666 area is definitely on the cards. Okay, so that is something that I think is well worth waiting for. Just looking at the results coming out. Okay. So anyway, guys, trend is down at the moment. You should be looking to trade with the trend, and I would be keeping pretty much a 12 or 15 minutes time frame open and looking for fractal breaks. Okay, fractal break above 26773 is going to be fairly telling because we've got quite a few touches. You know, one, let's argue that's a touch there, 2, 3, 4, and look to the left here. I've got quite a bit going on there as well. Okay, so a break and close above 26773, in my eyes, would be a pretty bullish signal with a stop below 26732. Okay, but for now, I think we do have a confirmation of a trend change. We've broken through the Bill Williams, we've come back, we're testing the alligator again, and now we are finding some support in this area, but I do suspect there's more in this pretty much to come down to 266. Anything from 26669 to 26660 is the area I'm looking at. Okay. Anyway, guys, hope that helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.